Well, good evening, everybody. Game Time Brian, otherwise known as the Mailman. Just wanted to do my reaction of the great news of Jimmy Johnson finally is coming home to be in the Ring of Honor of the Dallas Cowboys. Long overdue, but I just got done watching the press conference. I did comment on this after during my reaction video of the Carolina game. But after watching the press conference, I did want to say a few things regarding the humility of Jerry Jones and Jimmy Johnson. And I did see something that I wasn't sure that I was going to see. What I saw was Jerry Jones. I don't know what's going on with him. He's different. He's different this year. I don't know if it's age. I don't know if something's going on with him. Hopefully everything's fine with you, Jerry. But he actually admitted to a few things that I didn't think I would actually hear him admit to. He admitted to being a little immature, not maybe being man enough, not in them same words, but man enough to stop and listen to what Jimmy is saying. And Jimmy likewise. You got to remember, these were younger men, both coming into the NFL. They went from 1-15 their first year. Jerry Jones could not write a check from the Dallas Cowboys to pay Jimmy Johnson. He basically had to give him an IOU type of deal and wrote it out on paper because the Dallas Cowboys he scraped every nickel. They were a losing franchise. They had 3 losing seasons in a row. And the Cowboys went from 1-15 in their first year together with Jimmy and Jerry to 3 years later winning Super Bowl. Or 2 years later, because they went 1-15, 7-9, 11-5 with a Super Bowl. They both needed each other. I like to say without Jimmy, it would have never have happened. Without Jerry, it would have never have happened. I'm finally realizing that it really did take both of them to come together for this thing to work. Jimmy said he believed in Jerry. And I guess if anybody who's ever known Jerry Jones, he was a go-getter. He was a winner. And, whether I get frustrated with some of the moves that they do or this and that, make no mistake, Jerry Jones is a winner in life. What he's done, he's laid his stones on the line many times. So for that, I give him a lot of props. Jimmy Johnson, for being humble and willing to wait, being a class act all these years, he actually matured as well. It's just... A lot of other fans won't understand why we care so much about Jimmy Johnson. It was finally we were winners again. Now, I don't ever in my life, like I said, anybody that follows me knows that the Cowboys, they were winning in the 70s, but I don't remember the Miami Dolphin or the Denver Bronco Super Bowl win. I don't remember. I was too young. All I remember is losing back-to-back years against the Pittsburgh Steelers in the Super Bowl. And it broke my heart. That's why when I talk to my Eagles subscribers, I know how you're feeling. I don't like the attitude that some have saying, well, at least we got there. No, I'm sorry. I mean, that's a loser mentality. I'm sorry. That's just my opinion. I thought that we were the better team, especially the first time we played Pittsburgh. in the Super Bowl. We lost. I thought the Eagles were the better team last year. You lost. I'm sorry. That's just how it works. I'm not trying to be mean, but how I look at things, it don't count, man. You lost the last game of the year. Okay, you won some playoff games. Is that really what makes you excited? No, it's about winning it all, people. I'm a big Phillies fan, and we've come close the last 2 years. Still disappointments. But anyway, getting back to the point at hand, Jimmy Johnson is finally in the Ring of Honor. It's going to happen on December 30th. Our last home game of the year against the Detroit Lions. I really hope that it's for the number 1 seed. That would be great. I think the Eagles have a tough schedule. We're going to learn a lot about the Eagles over the next month, as well as Dallas. This is when all the talking stops. You need to show me. I'm tired of people to say about how great we are or not great we are. We're going to find out. And it starts, listen, Washington just choked at home against the stinking Giants, okay? Shout out to the Giants, but come on. At home, really, Washington? I really do expect Ron Rivera to be let go. I don't know that he makes it out of the season. If we do what we're supposed to do on Thanksgiving, that may be his last game. But we shall see about that. Our season starts right after that. And over the next month, we're going to learn a lot about our Cowboys. Are we for real, or are we paper tigers? That's just, that's the fact. But shout out to Jerry Jones for making this happen while Jimmy Johnson was still alive and while Jerry Jones is still alive. You know, these guys aren't getting any younger. Life's too short. We need to celebrate our victories. It's been a long time since the Cowboys have been to a Super Bowl, but you know, this here is righting a wrong. Maybe it'll switch up some of the karma. I know me and Mark and Primetime, we've all talked about that there's a stigma hanging over this franchise that is holding us back. And I think this very well may lead us to the promised land this year. I think we're very close to making this work in a really big way. We need to start running the ball a little better. We need to get our play calling in order a little bit. But I'm liking what I'm seeing offensively. Don't get too caught up with what happened today. I already did my reaction video, but don't get too. We just needed to come out healthy with a win. And that's what we did. So shout out to Jerry Jones. Shout out to Jimmy Johnson. Shout out to us Cowboy fans who've been crying, begging, and pleading for Jimmy to be in the Ring of Honor. It finally happened. How about them Cowboys, baby? We're coming.